that I know to do, I've tried it and it's not working. What do I do then? Do I quit? Or is there another way out, right? And the reason why this is so important is because for a lot of students, that's usually when they quit. For a lot of students, when they've tried everything they know to do and it doesn't work, they're like, well, I guess it's not meant for me.
Turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the...
Hey, what is up? How you doing? Welcome to another Pre-PT Grind video. My name is Ngugi. I am a physical therapist, also one of the co-founders of Pre-PT Grind, where we help students like yourself live out their dreams of becoming a physical therapist. So if you want to be a physical therapist, you're on the right page. And in this video, I want to take the next few moments to talk about what to do when everything you're currently doing or everything you currently know to do is not working. So if you're a pre-PT and you're like, man, like everything that I can think of, everything that I thought I could control, everything that I thought I could do with classes, with applying to PT school, it's just not working. If you're a PT student, everything I knew to do with my classes or whatever it is that you're kind of struggling with as an SPT, like everything that I know to do, I've tried it and it's not working. What do I do then? Do I quit? Or is there another way out, right? And the reason why this is so important is because for a lot of students, that's usually when they quit. For a lot of students, when they've tried everything they know to do and it doesn't work, they're like, well, I guess it's not meant for me. I guess I'm not meant to become a physical therapist. I guess I'm not meant to get into PT school. So I'm going to talk to you about 3 steps that are going to help you kind of figure out, hey, like, what do I do when everything that I've tried, everything that I've been told, or everything that I thought I was supposed to do doesn't quite work out, so that you don't have to quit, so you don't have to pull the plug, so that the dream of becoming a physical therapist that you have can actually become a reality. And then of course, if after you watch this, you're like, wow, this was super helpful, share this out with another friend, be sure to like and subscribe as well. And then we'll go from there. So the 3 steps are clarity, execution, and who. Those are the 3 that I'm going to talk about. Once you have all 3 nailed down, you'll be in a much better position and you'll know exactly what to do next. So let's talk about clarity, right? So one of the first things that we do with students that we work with directly is, before we do anything, is we have to take a bird's eye view and say, okay, like, do we actually understand the game that we're playing? Do we actually understand what's going on? If it's you as a pre-PT, do we actually understand the application process? Do we understand what schools are actually looking for? Do we understand, how to study better? If it's studying that's the problem. Like, y'all, like, we have to ask ourselves, how much clarity do we really have, right? Because I think sometimes many of us don't spend enough time being self-aware about what's going on, that we end up just trying stuff, or we end up just doing what other classmates are doing, or what we're seeing other people doing on forums or wherever we're getting our intel from. Like, we just do stuff without actually pulling back and saying, like, do I actually understand what's going on? So grade yourself on a scale of 0 to 5. If 5 is like, I have so much clarity on exactly what I need to do, exactly how to do it, like, grade yourself a 5. If you're like, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, then put yourself as a 0. And if you're somewhere in between, give yourself a number, because that's the first thing. It's like, I have to ask myself, honestly, how clear am I right now? Because if I'm not clear on that, if I'm not clear on my, what schools are looking for, if I'm not clear on how the application process works, then now I have a place to start. I have a place where I can actually pull from that and say, okay, cool, now I have questions to ask. Who do I ask them to? And we'll get to that. But that's the first thing, clarity. Clarity, because I think a lot of times when we think we've done everything in our power, when we think we've done what we know to do and all that stuff, usually we haven't spent enough time asking ourselves how clear we were in the first place and how clear we are now. Because if you start there, then everything else stems from there. Okay, cool. So that's point number 1. Step number 2 is this. Step number 2 is execution. With what I have known, with the clarity that I do have, how much have I executed? Have I actually shown up for myself? Have I actually been consistent with my study habits? Have I actually, like, if you're struggling with classes and you're like, well, like, I've tried to get a better grade, have I actually been consistent with a study plan? If it's the GRE and you're like, oh, well, I've tried many times, have you actually asked yourself, okay, like how much of my time when I'm studying, how much of my time is actually spent on studying, and how much of my time is actually spent on worrying about me potentially not getting the score that I want? You see how this works? Like, have I actually executed? Have I done the thing? Because if I haven't done that, then I'm not giving myself a chance. I'm not even giving myself a shot at getting whatever I'm trying to get to, at getting a better score on the GRE, at getting a better grade in a prerequisite class, at getting accepted into PT school. Is this making sense? So that's the big thing, y'all. Like, those first two, clarity and execution, are really just you being self-aware, right? So like with students that we work with, we even tell them, we're like, yo, like, we'll give you the information, but if you don't execute on it, it's not going to help you get anywhere. Like, it's not magical. Like, it's not going to help you get anywhere unless you're willing to ask those questions. Now, if you don't know, if you're like, you know what, I'm really not all that clear, but I don't know how to get more information. And you're like, you know what, I think I've executed, or you know what, I'm trying to execute, but the reason why I'm not showing up for myself is because I'm getting in my head, because I'm anxious, because I don't believe in myself. Okay, cool. Now we go to the third point, which is who. Who actually has the path? Who actually has a solution for my problem? Who actually understands the things that I'm not super clear on? Who actually understands the things that I'm like, the things that are holding myself back? Who can I go to be my support system so that I'm not getting in my own way, so that when I'm studying, I'm actually focused on studying. When I'm getting in my head, I'm not wasting a lot of energy and time freaking myself out, but I'm actually intentional about everything that I am doing. Who is out there? Because there's somebody out there that understands everything you're going through. There's other people out there that have already navigated through it. You'll hear us talk about this over and over and over again, but just understand that when you've done everything you know to do, it doesn't mean that that's all there is to do. Just because you don't know the solution right now doesn't mean there isn't one. So start with, how clear am I? On a scale of 0 to 5. Cool. Grade yourself. Okay, cool. Now, how much execution, like, have I actually shown up for myself? Have I actually done the thing, right? And then the last thing is who? Have I actually looked for people around me that can actually help me? That might be us. That might be a classmate. That might be, a physical therapist mentor that you have. Whoever it is, can I find those people and leverage them to get crystal clear on where I should be right now, what I should be doing right now in my journey? Can I continue to say, hey, what do I need in my life right now so that I can continue to show up for myself, so I can actually execute on the things that I need to do every single day without holding myself back? And then number 3, I'm doing that over and over again and saying, hey, okay, who do I need now? Who do I need now? Do I need more accountability? Do I need more direction? Do I need more of this? That's how this thing works. And if you can constantly do that, you'll get so much closer to your goal of becoming a physical therapist. And it's what we've done. It's what our students have done. It's what really will help you be at your best without holding yourself back. So let me know if that makes sense. If that made sense, let me know in the comments below. And if this helped, share this out with a friend. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Much love. Keep killing it.